Lindenwood Belleville, they've got some work to do here. Try to get back into this game. Check that personal foul. 30 personal fouls called in the first half. We'll make sure we get that number right. Right up and good. Nice move to start festivities. That's Lawson Warren. He's got two. It's Warren, Jacoby Anderson, Gaffner, Ellinger, and Craig Anderson for University of Pikeville. And the shot by Bruce Reed, who didn't play much the first half after scoring those 10 points with foul trouble. He'll miss that shot. It's King, Reed, Whitaker, Manigault, and Justice. Another shot up and good. So it took 4 points to start the second half right off the bat for Lindenwood Belleville. Reed's post-up move inside, nothing to go there, and then Manigault is going to be called for a walking violation. And that'll get Cantino right off the bench with his 3 fouls. He'll come in and he'll replace Manigault. 60-40, 19-12 to play in the second half. Garrett Gaffner's got 14, 10-4 here to start the second half. Out front with it, resetting the offense. In the hands of Jacoby Anderson. Okay, Gaffner does a lot. Works his tail off in the offensive end. A jump hook up and good. 6 points to start the second half. 4 for Lawson, 2 for Gaffner. 6 to start the second half at 60-42. The Lynx coming out and playing inspired ball here in the second half. Over to Whitaker. On the left wing. Man-to-man defense picked up out front by Stevenson. There's Justice, top of the key. Back to Whitaker, the runner weave out front. Keeps the ball in his hand, goes up and under. Late pass into King, ball is loose and stolen. Picked up by Ward. Trying to make this an 8-0 run to start the second half. On the push is Anderson. Jacoby Anderson to the glass. Can't get the runner to go. King has the outlet. On the push. Pull-up jump shot. Teardrop no good. Tip try and Gaffner gets the rebound. And they're going to call a foul inside. And they're going to call it on Gaffner, and he can't believe it. That's his second. They said Gaffner was over the back of Chris Cantino. Gaffner thought that King was over his back, but nothing. That wasn't the call. They'll call the foul on Gaffner, and he just shakes his head. Inbound to Whitaker on the dribble drive. Running one-hander, no good, gets his own rebound. And then we'll have a kick ball by Gaffner trying to force it into the paint to Reed, but Gaffner gets a foot on it. I don't know if did they call a foul on that or just a kick ball? Referee comes over to the sideline. I think they're going to reset the shot clock. 17:54 is the game clock. The shot clock is sitting at 34 seconds. They'll move it down to 31. It was a kick ball, so it'll stay with Pikeville University of Pikeville underneath their basket. So it'll be Bears ball. A 6-0 run to start the second half. Inside to King, his shot up, no good. Actually, Cantino couldn't hit it on the left side. And in transition, here comes Jacoby Anderson. Over to Craig Anderson. Back to the basket, spin move out front. And they're going to call a reach-in foul inside. Is that against Cantino or not? Or did they get Bruce Reed on the foul? That'll be Reed. That'll be his third foul. Let's see how Kelly Wells, the head coach of Pikeville, plays this. Reed just picked up his third foul. Into Anderson. Fadeaway 10-footer. Bingo! Right on the outstretched hands of Justice. And Kelly Wells wants a timeout. The Lindenwood Belleville fans are on their feet. Shot by Anderson, a full timeout. That gives Anderson 11. So an 8-0 run has cut this lead to 16 with 17:31 to play in the second half. Let's take you through some matchups for round 2, the second round tomorrow. It'll be number 1 seed Cal State San Marcos facing the number 16 seed Culver Stockton Wildcats. Tell you what, that'll be the Wildcats offense. They scored over 100 for the 12th time. Out of 31 games, they have scored over 90 points 20 times at least this season. So their offense against Cal State San Marcos riding a 22-game winning streak. That game's at 10:45 at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Cumberland's Kentucky will face Emmanuel College. Tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, St. Gregory's will take on the winner of this game, followed by Freed Hardman facing the winner of our next game, Talladega, Alabama, and Evangel, Missouri. 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, William Carey, the number 3 seed, will face Georgetown, Kentucky, the defending champion. And 11th seed Benedictine will face Vanguard, the number 6 team, at 6:15. Then there's still 2 more games tomorrow night. Those will be decided later on this afternoon. So full slate of basketball tomorrow and the remainder of the day here at the 77th NAIA Men's Division I National Championship. So Justice has the basketball as he walks it up the court. Looking for their first points of the second half is Pikeville. 30-2 on the season. King goes to work. Spin move inside, gets his own rebound, can't make either shot. Justice gets the offensive rebound to Whitaker. Splits 2 defenders. Gives it up, ball is stripped loose on the deck. It's going to stay with Pikeville as Jacoby Anderson couldn't hit the shot. An 8-0 run to start the second half for Lindenwood Belleville. Whitaker will throw it inbounds right in front of the Bears bench. So we hit the 17-minute mark. Whitaker out front. The move, 15-footer, front lips it, rebounded by Stevenson. Pass, length of the court. It's going to be blocked from behind. They're going to call the foul on Bruce Reed. He can't believe it. That'll be Reed's 4th foul. That'll get a sub off the bench. It'll be Kenny Manigault. So 2-shot opportunity by Lawson Warren. Free throw up and rattles out. Every shot critical when you're trying to come back from, at one time, 24 down at halftime. It's now 16. Reed will take a seat. Manigault will check back in. Second opportunity for Warren, just a 57% free throw shooter, and this one rattles out. 2 big misses there by the 6'7" junior forward. Justice with the basketball. Whitaker, that would have made it a 14-point game. Trying to get into single digits by the 10-minute mark. Drew rooting for the Lynx. Out front within his Cantino, actually on the right wing. Pull up 3-ball, Cantino shot won't go. King gets the offensive rebound. Contact inside, they're going to get the foul on Gaffner. Hitting the deck hard was Chris Stevens. Actually, they're going to call it on Jacoby Anderson. And that's his 4th foul. Check that. No, they're going to correct it. Thought it was on Gaffner. That'll be his 3rd. Team foul number 2 on the Lynx. So King tries to get the first points of the second half for Pikeville, and he does. Solid free throw shooter. He's got 18. Boring will check in, replacing Gaffner, who sits with those 3 fouls with 16:27 to play. Second opportunity for King. Free throws up, perfect. Nice stroke by Keala King, the senior. He's got 19. And the dribble drive goes Anderson, spin move inside, yes. Jacoby Anderson. He's got 4. Check that, Gaffner now has 4 fouls. Loose ball along the sidelines. It's going to stay with Pikeville. Out front to Justice. He'll walk it out in between the rings at the top, way at top of the key. Pull up and cast a 3-ball. No good. Tip try. No good. Still loose. Cantino up and rolls around the rim. Won't go. And Boring had the rebound. Couldn't hang on to it. Loose ball. They're going to call a jump ball between Anderson and Cantino. Possession arrow will favor. I don't think they had flipped the arrow because that's our first jump ball, and the Lindenwood Belleville club had the ball to start the second half. Arrow hadn't been switched. They're going to discuss it here and see, have we had a jump ball? Lakes thinks they have the basketball, but no, they're going to keep it this way and give it to Pikeville underneath the Bears basket with 15:48 to play. Still arguing the case is Warren. It's our first jump ball, and one of the officials is going to explain it to Scott Spinner. King inbounds it to Justice, top of the key, right back to King, up and good. Set play where King threw it out, Justice fed it right back to him, and King's got 21. First bucket of the second half from Pikeville, 64-46. Push off out front by Anderson. They're going to get the call on Whitaker. That'll be his first foul. Team foul number 3 on Pikeville. The Lynx will throw it in underneath their basket. Anderson, 3-ball, air ball, and Whitaker lets it go out of bounds. A set where the inbounds player becomes the 3-point shooter. Not that time as Anderson airmailed it. Pull-up jump shot. Manigault up and in. Back to a 20-point margin. They've erased the 8-0 run with a 4-0 run of their own for Pikeville. Craig Anderson, top of the key. Fighting for position is Boring inside against Manigault. And Lindenwood Belleville is going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout to set something up here, and even 15 minutes to play in the second half. Pikeville leads Lindenwood Belleville by the score of 66-46. Make sure to check out more exciting action of the NAIA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship. You can do that by going to www.naia.org. That's games in Frankfort, Kentucky, run from March 19th to the 24th. Go to the NAIA website for more information. Coming up next, Evangel College, Springfield, Missouri. They'll face number 7 seed Talladega, Alabama. And then there's 4 games scheduled for late afternoon and evening session as well. It's an all-day affair here at Municipal Auditorium of great NAIA basketball. Pull-up 3 off the inbound. A nice shot right through there, Jacoby Anderson. He's got 7. Back to a 17-point game. Justice out front with it. Gives it to Manigault. One-on-one move. Draws a double team. Justice open 3-ball. Yes!